The Yorkshire Coastcast with Paddy. Loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places.
Hello and welcome to episode 66.
This is the cast.
I'm Paddy. Coming up, I grab a spontaneous chat with York and North Yorkshire Mayor David Skaith on the streets of Scarborough, discussing the Albemarle Waterpark sale, more trains, a bumper half-term, and much more. Plus, Playdale Farm is celebrating 20 years with a special event in June, which we will be at and you are invited to as well. That plus Scarborough Streets is back this weekend on the Yorkshire coast with absolutely loads going on, all free as well. We'll dive into that very soon too. We'll start though with the Mayor of York and North Yorkshire, David Skaith, who was in Scarborough discussing a bumper half-term week with local hospitality businesses and also checking out some of the events taking place for Scarborough Streets. We grabbed a chat at our broadcast booth outside Poundland on the precinct in Scarborough.
How are you?
I'm very well, yourself?
I'm all right, yes. T-shirt and shorts for me. You've got your arms out as well. You're in your trousers, though, but it's a lovely day in Scarborough, isn't it?
It is. It's been a brilliant week of weather. I think we've been just going around speaking to a lot of local businesses. They've really seen a real increase in footfall and actually visitor spend in the last couple of weeks. With this increased weather now, fingers crossed it stays.
Yes, well, we posted a picture on the bank holiday weekend last weekend of the South Bay Beach in Scarborough. It had millions of views because people couldn't believe how many people were on the beach. What a boost at the start of the season proper for the area. And as you'll have found out speaking to people, it's just what the hospitality industry especially needs.
Exactly that. We've been speaking for some time about how we really elongate the season. You know, we know Scarborough is going to be incredibly busy in August, for example, but how do you spread that out? How do you make it much more of a year-round economy? And so events like this with Scarborough Streets bringing in increased footfall earlier in the season, so you just make that season so much longer. So hospitality, local businesses, independents can get, more spend, more visitors, but also those people who work here, they're not just having that seasonal job that might pick up for those few months. It's actually longer as well, so it has huge knock-on benefits. So it's how we can attract more people in all year round is key to places like Scarborough.
And what is great about Scarborough Streets as well is it's a platform for locals in the artistic entertainment industry to have a platform to perform.
Exactly. So a place like Scarborough, I think you don't realise how many local artists, local creators and makers there are in places like this, and that's what makes places like Scarborough so unique. It brings that offering. People aren't coming to Scarborough because they want to see the same old generic stuff. They want to come and see that uniqueness, and by having that you have a real vibrancy on your high street, because you don't walk around and just see the same shops I get everywhere else. You're going to see loads of unique makers and crafters and businesses, which adds that real character to places like Scarborough.
Of course, it's a record-breaking season at the Open Air Theatre as well. That's always a big boost as well, isn't it, in terms of bringing people to the resort?
It's just another thing that Scarborough has that nowhere else has that offering, and I think again people don't realise how much is going on in Scarborough, and obviously having platforms like this where we can really promote it and shout about it just got to bring even more visitors in the region, which is brilliant to see.
One big thing that people are talking about at the moment is I know Albemarle Waterpark is for sale, and there's the potential for the other areas in the North Bay to also be bought up. People have been hoping for redevelopment for decades now. Hopefully that could be the catalyst for a proper development in Scarborough's North Bay.
Yeah, so we're in very deep conversations with North Yorkshire Council now and other developers about the offering that we can bring into Scarborough. We want to package up the whole region as this whole side and actually go, what does Scarborough need? And it's not just a bit piece here and there, the odd project on a high street or the odd development here. It needs to be packaged up together as what we want to see from Scarborough. We have the town investment plans out the minute as well, which we're asking locals and businesses alike to feed into what they want from their town. But the opportunity in Scarborough is like nowhere else in the county, quite frankly, and the opportunity is huge. So we're really on board. We're bringing North Yorkshire Council on that journey as well, and we've got a lot of developers who are really keen to come and bring that investment into Scarborough.
And so for you personally, of course, there's a lot going on, isn't there, with the government and the Labour Party and all that. You're just cracking on with your job and just putting North Yorkshire first, I suppose, yeah?
For me, it's always been a place over politics. I will do everything I can to put York and North Yorkshire on the best platform possible. What's going on in number 10 and Westminster, I've got no control of that. That is what it is. I'm purely focused on York and North Yorkshire, make sure it's the best place for everyone.
Last time we talked, we were at the railway station with the exciting news that there's going to be more trains. What else are you hoping then you in the next few months, really? Certainly from the Yorkshire coast, from our selfish point of view here on the coast.
No, so just on that on that rail, that is the first step of that pound the pun journey. You know, we aren't just stopping at that at those couple of extra trains. We are working hard with government to showcase actually how busy that route already is, as we know it already is, and how we can build on that. We've got a lot of walking, wheeling, cycling projects that are coming into the coast as well, which will be announced over the next couple of months as well. And as I say, we've got a big investment summit coming in Scarborough in September time, where we're bringing a huge amount of investors and developers into the region, because they're ready to come and invest in the region. They just don't know it. We haven't been on that platform before. We haven't had places like Scarborough on their radar, whereas now we've got an opportunity to do that. So I think there's going to be a lot coming over the next few months, Scarborough.
Sounds exciting. Thanks so much for your time. I know you're heading to the Crescent, I think, next, are you, to enjoy the youth music stage, which will be good.
Absolutely, yeah. Awesome stuff. Can't wait for it.
The Yorkshire Coastcast, loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places. This is the coast.
And that was York and North Yorkshire Mayor David Skaith speaking to me in a spontaneous chat, actually. I sort of grabbed him and pulled him towards the broadcast booth, and we discussed a number of things there. But he's certainly very positive about the future prospects for Scarborough, especially within the county of North Yorkshire. Right, moving on. And Playdale Farm is celebrating a big milestone, its 20th anniversary. This fantastic family attraction just south of Scarborough is hosting an event in early June, which we will be at. Now, in a moment, we'll speak to daughters, Megan and Poppy, who are starting to run the business. But first, their mum, Jackie, who's been there since the very beginning. So, special anniversary at the moment. Tell us all about it.
It is, yeah. So on the 8th of April this year was the 20 years since we originally opened to the public. Obviously, Mark and I having set up Playdale Farm Park from scratch. But we wanted to celebrate sort of nearer the summer, so we were hoping that we'll get better weather, you know, so it'd be nice and have a bit better celebration. So, yeah, it's a big year because, you know, family business, been going 20 years, and now we're sort of trying to step back and let our daughters take control now. So for us as well, it's also a big step back. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, let's speak to them. So introduce yourselves, please, daughters.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm the oldest daughter.
I'm Poppy. I'm the youngest.
It's like you rehearsed that. That's brilliant. So how do you feel about sort of taking on the role of kind of running the place, really?
Oh, it's quite hard work, I must admit, but it's nice to have our parents out of the way, I think, as well.
Oh, wow. Well, that didn't take you long, did it, to say that? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. And for those that haven't been, or maybe haven't been for a little while, just remind us what Playdale Farm is all about. And then we're going to talk about this special event that's happening soon. But, you know, for those that are saying, all right, what's Playdale Farm all about? What would you say?
Well, we're a family business at the heart of it, and our aim is to have really nice days out for families with kids. So, you know, we've got loads of animals to pet and feed and handle, as well as tons of play areas. Poppy?
So we've got go-karts, we've got frisbee golf, summer sledge, zip wires, we've got an indoor soft play area. Lots of outdoor wooden climbing frames as well, and a straw barn, which the kids are always obsessed with, spend a lot of time in there.
Yeah, it's not just the kids. I mean, they've so when mine were younger, I was having such a great time in there, and then the kids are like, "Dad, isn't it time to go home?" Do you know what I mean? I've had a lot of fun in that straw barn. Absolutely amazing fun, isn't it?
It's a pretty simple setup for it to be like the absolute favourite playground. People love that. I mean, you know, we've spent thousands on very expensive wooden climbing frames and things, but no, just stack a few straw bales in a barn and people absolutely love it.
That works for me. Yeah. But all the other stuff is great as well. I think when you go, you know, for those that are going for the first time, they're probably quite surprised at the scale of it actually as well, because it's a big old area, isn't it? There is lots to do, indoors and outside, which makes it great for all weathers.
It does, yeah. I mean, I think we're pretty unique or you can hear all of the chickens right now.
I love that sound. That's a great sound. I don't mind that.
It's. I think they're pretty unique in this area of having, you know, equally opportunities for indoors and outdoors, regardless of what the weather's like. So, if it's raining, it's fine. We've got big indoor soft play. And, when it's sunny, it's absolutely fantastic out in the paddocks, down the zip wire and frisbee golf and all of that stuff.
I know sort of spring is kind of coming to a close and summer's around the corner, but Easter time and spring must be a really special time for you there, mustn't it? With the with things hatching and being born and all that sort of stuff. That must be a special time for you.
It is, yeah. It's very long hours at that time of year when you've got lots of lambs and stuff, and you've got to be out checking them. And they never like to be easy during the night. They like to have us up on our toes in the middle of the night, and then have a full day of talking to customers the next day. Yeah.
But it's nice though, isn't it? Because, kids do get the chance to handle animals, and, that is a really important thing, isn't it? Sometimes schools will do visits to farms, which is, I always remember that as a very young child. But for families to come along and get up close to animals is really important, really, isn't it? It's an important lesson, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, we think it is because, there's a lot of children that don't get that opportunity, from sort of the cities and things. So if the school trips come out here to see us, then, we do handling the chicks for them and the guinea pigs if they want to do that. And yes, some children don't ever get to do that. They don't even, really know, what a cow is or something like that. So it's a really good experience for them, and it's real good learning curve for them as well. Just to mention, obviously, you were saying about lambs. We have got our goats that will be due to give birth maybe at the end of July, I think, end of June, end of July, somewhere in there. So, we will have more babies to see, in another month or so. So that'll be nice as well, because the goats are lovely when they're born.
Nice, yes. And so we've got this event coming up, haven't we, in early June? So this is to celebrate the 20th anniversary, but you wanted to save it, didn't you, the celebration, for it to be a little bit closer to summer?
We did, yeah. It's actually 20 years was the 8th of April since we first opened our doors for the first time in 2006. But, the weather's a little bit hit and miss then. So we wanted to save it until there was a bit nicer weather and have a really nice celebratory day. So, Saturday, the 6th of June, it's going to be. We're going to have a lot of extras on the day. We've got a bouncy slide coming. We've got face painters. We've decided to dig our barrel train ride out again. That's called the Ladybug Ride. We haven't had that out for a couple of years. So we've dusted that off, and we'll be driving that around the paddock all day.
And then you're coming yourself, aren't you, Paddy?
Yes. I don't know whether I would, if I was you, put me on as an attraction for the day. But yeah, no, we're going to be there. Coast Crew Nikki as well, and maybe even our mascot dog making an appearance. Rover reporter, so another animal on site, but we'll look after him. But yeah, no, really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. And once we finish, you'll probably find me in the straw barn, I reckon. Yeah, you'll probably find me in the straw barn.
I should think so.
Yeah.
And can I just mention that all the children that are coming on the 6th of June as well, all the children that are from a year old upwards are going to get a special commemorative cuddly toy, which is a gift from us. They won't be able to buy it any other time. It's specially for that day, and it's got a little ribbon on saying Playdale Farm Park 20 years on it. So it's something that they'll be able to keep forever, and it's only, because they'll have been here on that day.
Oh, great. That sounds brilliant. Well, I've not tried the frisbee golf. That's going to be a new one for me, so I'm looking forward to giving that a go. Always enjoyed the summer sledge and all the other stuff. The go-kart's really good fun. And let's not forget, you got the cafe there too, haven't you? So people can get refreshment while they're there too.
Yes, we have. Yeah, we've got the cafe doing hot and cold sandwiches and burgers and all sorts of things. They can take it out and eat it at the picnic areas if they wish, or sit inside. We also obviously have got the shop, and we sell lots of ice lollies. We've gone from sort of scooping ice cream this year to doing lots of ice lollies, and that seems to be going well because they like the choice of lots that's on to offer. So yeah, hopefully it'll be good.
My other half's eldest daughter is in her early 20s, and it's the one attraction she really wants to come to. She lives in Gisborough, so a little way away. So this could be the weekend that we bring her and her fella along, because honestly, she keeps going on about it. So, but they don't drive, you see. So we said we'll give them a lift at some point out that way. But of course, you're just outside Caton, aren't you? Easy to get to.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. We're quite easy to get to. Unfortunately, we're not quite on a bus route. We are as far as Caton, but it is a little bit of a walk otherwise. But there's plenty of available taxis and things for people if they did want to come. And obviously, we love adults coming on their own as well. We often have young couples coming without any children, and there's nothing wrong with that. They can come and enjoy it and hold the animals as well if they wish.
Yep, that will definitely be happening. Well, really looking forward to it, and can't wait to revisit the place as well, and do lots of fun radio from the 20th birthday celebrations in June. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. I'll let you open up because it's time to open the doors.
It certainly is. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, bye everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, Paddy.
Thank you.
Bye.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. Loving life in Yorkshire.
So that event is taking place on Saturday the 6th of June, and we will be there early doors from 10 in the morning. Myself, Coast Crew Nikki, and Rover Reporter, our mascot dog as well. And there's no way I am leaving there without spending a good deal of time playing in the Straw Barn. If you've been, you just know how awesome it is. Right, let's move on to Scarborough Streets, which is on all this weekend, depending on when you're listening. But we're recording this podcast late on the night of Friday, the 29th of May, 2026. And earlier we were broadcasting some live bits from the town centre. This is a big event under the Scarborough Fair umbrella. And we were speaking to a number of people involved, including Caroline Routh from the Stephen Josey Theatre. But firstly, here's Catherine Goebel, the Scarborough Fair Festival Manager.
I heard someone with your exact voice just on the radio this morning. We were playing clips out from our recent interview all about this event. You must be very excited because this is the start, isn't it?
It is. All the planning that's gone into it, and here we are now in the town centre making it all happen.
I'm a bit distracted because behind you we've got two giant pandas who are entertaining all the families. They're new, aren't they, this year?
They are new, yes, and in fact it's a completely new act that they are bringing to Scarborough Streets. See how it works. So yes, giant pandas having a good cuddle with everybody that they see at the moment.
Yeah, and there's 4 areas, aren't there? We're outside Poundland at the moment, where we've got a few marquees and things. There's entertainment here, but there's other parts of the town centre as well where there's stuff going on.
There is. So on Aberdeen Walk we have music all day today, and then various things. There's magic tomorrow and martial arts demos and things like that, puppetry happening on there. And then we've got North Street where we've got some street magic and a Victorian barrel organ. And then one of my favourite things for this year, on Crescent Gardens we have a youth musician stage, which is people aged between 5 and 20 that have been sort of trained in performance by somebody who has managed the stage for us.
Great, and you must be really delighted that the weather is kind. It's been nice all week, so you're thinking we're going to pay for this at some point during half term, but no, it's lovely again, isn't it?
It is, yes. I mean, we are very lucky with the weather, so it's the one thing that we can't control, sadly, so we just have to hope that it happens, and at least it's not as hot as it was last weekend as well.
And of course, families might have spent up a little bit this week going to various attractions during half term, but this is all free, isn't it, for these next few days? The entertainment that you get, free.
Exactly, completely free, absolutely everything. So we have art workshops happening as well, they're completely free. We have DJ skills workshops on Sunday, all completely free. So everything that's happening in the town centre today is completely free.
And we've met quite a few people already, haven't we, Nikki, which has been great. Lots of people coming up and saying hello.
We have, as we've been setting up, everybody's quite excited. Are you here all day? What's going on? People are asking for information, we're directing people all over, and the kids are just excited to be properly out. Do you know what I mean? And like you say, it's free, so there's no stress on anybody. The parents can enjoy it, the kids can enjoy it, because they can ask for whatever they to look at, do, and parents can say yes. I think it's lovely.
And talking of what's going on, you've got those brochures, haven't you? You've got loads of brochures. You're holding one right now.
Yes, I seem to be having brochures coming out of my ears, boxes and boxes of them. But you can collect them from tourist attractions all over the town and further beyond, from the libraries, from all the venues that are taking part in Fringe and Art this year, places like the SJT as well. So, yeah, all sorts of places that you can pick up a brochure.
You're doing very well, actually, because we went to Asquith Hall for a meeting there, and they showed us around. We went into one of these suites, and what did I see on the table? One of those Scarborough Fair brochures.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we pop up everywhere we can.
So that's Catherine, the Scarborough Fair Festival Manager. And next, Caroline Routh, the Executive Director at the Stephen Josey Theatre.
You are heavily involved in Scarborough Fair, aren't you, these days?
Yeah, I mean, SJT and Scarborough Fair have been partners, I think, pretty much since Scarborough Fair started. So we're just really excited that this kind of activity can happen in Scarborough, and we just want to do whatever we can to support it.
Yes, because of course the theatre is just up there. In fact, we can see it from here, can't we? And you've got a busy season coming up. Calendar Girls is soon, isn't it? But there's always stuff going on, isn't there?
Yeah, we've just started rehearsals for Calendar Girls. We're hosting a week's worth of activity for Scarborough Fringe in a couple of weeks' time. And yeah, summer is our busiest time.
But, you know, what's great about this is that outreach, isn't it? You know, the theatre's there, everyone knows where it is, but when you can sort of spread what you do around the town, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're really, really excited about the opportunity just to get involved in stuff that is out in the street, that is free, that just gets people thinking that this kind of activity is something that they can get involved in. And then, yeah, if that ends up with them coming and seeing something at the theatre, great. But actually, if all they do is have an amazing time in Scarborough over this weekend and at other events, that's brilliant as well.
I always say this, but Scarborough is a ridiculously creative town, isn't it? It's not just the landmarks, places like the SJT, but it's also the people, isn't it? And it seems to draw in creative people from all over the place. They get drawn to Scarborough, which is wonderful, isn't it, for people like you especially?
Yeah, it's great for us. And I think what Scarborough Fair in all of the different festivals has really demonstrated is how many local artists get really engaged, and it's really helped us all find something that, you know, how many people are here, and there's a really strong grassroots scene. And what I think both Catherine and I would say is that local artists have got really behind the festivals and really behind all of the activities, and that I think is the biggest achievement for Scarborough Fair.
Because it is hard, isn't it, if you are an artist, an act, to sometimes get yourself out there. And this is, whether it's this event this weekend or the Fringe or whatever, the arts, that's the platform, isn't it, to do it?
Yeah, and like when you do look at the Fringe stuff and you look at some of the venues that are happening, that's also great because there's some unexpected venues where people are performing that aren't the traditional venues, and again, it starts getting people thinking about, oh, maybe I could do something there.
And that was Caroline Routh from the Stephen Joseph Theatre. Now, whilst we were there, Coast Crew Nikki also had a chat with one of the performers who's there throughout the weekend this weekend if you're heading into Scarborough Town Centre. This gives you a flavour of exactly what you can expect.
I'm having a wander around the street and I've come across something that really caught my attention, which was a dancing, clapping monkey. Now, it doesn't mean much when I say it like that, but can you tell everybody your name?
My name's Will Froe, and I'm an entertainer, and I've been born in Scarborough, and I have performed on the street for a while, but now I do this professionally. Today we have a raffing organ, a barrel organ, which I'll be grinding on the half hour, and on the hour we have a tent of mystery, which is close-up magic.
Close-up magic, mysterious. Now, when I did say monkey, I didn't mean a real monkey. Who have you brought with you today?
Yes, the little clapping monkey we have is to represent when barrel organs used to go around, and they used to have a little monkey with a brass tin to collect the money from the punters or the people watching. Everywhere did this for a long period of time, other than France, who used to have a little small dog that would do it.
A little dog now. Do the children get frightened of the monkey?
No, they like the monkey. They like the fact that the monkey's clapping at them, and they'll come have a look at the monkey, and then they can have a look on the inside of the barrel and see how it works.
Oh, I think that's really good. Old-fashioned times been brought to the modern day. What are you planning to do over the weekend?
So today, Friday, we're doing the barrel organ and the tent of mystery. Tomorrow, we have a hula hooping workshop and a magic spell-making workshop, all in North Street. There are other things going on as part of Scarborough Streets, but us specifically, that's what we're doing.
I think it's definitely worth everybody coming down, learning a bit of magic and dancing with a monkey.
Great fun, genuinely great fun. And also, while we were there, I popped up to one of the marquees on the precinct to find out why there were loads of families sitting down getting stuck into a bit of craft.
I'm Charlotte, I'm from Arts Coven.
So, lots going on here, lots of children sitting at tables, lots of messy stuff going on. What have you got happening?
Well, we are making things for our parade, which is happening at the end of the festival on Sunday, 3:30. And so there's lots of people making things like shakers and placards and flags and things for our parade.
Great. So just tell us a bit about the parade then itself.
It's a celebration of the community. Our theme is We Are Scarborough, so we've had lots of different community groups involved, and anybody who's here at the festival and around the town on Sunday afternoon can come and join in or watch if they want to.
And so what is it exactly that people are making, and how will that be used?
We've got lots of things to make noise. So we're making lots of shakers and drums and things, like as demonstrated there. But we're also making big placards and things that sort of show off positive messages or things that we want to celebrate about Scarborough.
We're going to have big costumes and things like that.
Yeah, so there'll be costumes, there'll be all sorts to see.
A big dinosaur on the day.
Excellent. Well, yeah, that's very much part of Scarborough's history as well, isn't it? Have a wonderful weekend. Let's grab someone else here now as well. Introduce yourself.
I'm Alice Ashby.
Tell us what you've been doing already today.
I've been doing some setting up and helping with Scarborough Streets. I've also just done my first singing set, and I've got another one later on at 2:30. There's lots of stuff going on, lots of performances. I'm mainly singing, so that's all good for me.
Now, this is radio, but just describe what you're wearing and the makeup and just... There's a lot going on.
I'm a bit psychedelic. I'm a walking mushroom, kind of. I've got mushroom dungarees on that are multicoloured, odd-coloured boots, makeup's a bit crazy, got lots of swirls on my face and mushroom headband, mushroom earrings, everything mushroom, and currently I've got high vis on, which is really ruining the outfit.
So performing and also sort of assisting at the festival by the looks.
Yes, I got roped in by Catherine to help out because I'm around. I've got to be in town because we've got Joseph on this evening as well, which you should definitely come and see.
Yes, tell us about that.
Joseph is on at the moment at the Methodist Church behind Boys, and it is been put on by the Scarborough Theatre Company. I'm playing one of the narrators. It's really good. You should definitely see it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Catherine's in it as well, isn't she?
Yeah, it'd be great if Catherine was in it. She's got a little... she might be the Pharaoh. You never know under that wig.
You never know. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend. Cheers.
The Yorkshire Coastcast, loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places. This is the coast.
And yeah, it is worth mentioning this. Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat from the Scarborough Theatre Company is on this weekend, and definitely worth seeing. There's also a Dippy Craft Fair at Whitby Pavilion on Saturday the 30th of May with 50 stalls selling lots of locally produced crafts and gifts. And also, the Day Out with Thomas event continues on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway from 9:30 till 4:30. That is daily until this coming Sunday. So only a couple of days of that left as we record the podcast. Recently, I had a chat with Charlotte Hawes all about this event.
You arrive at Pickering Station and the excitement starts straight away. The children get to ride behind Thomas, a real steam engine, and then we have a packed programme running alongside the Thomas Ride trains. So we've got live shows from Sodor Station sweepers Rusty and Dusty. There's a Thomas and Friends music corner where children can explore instruments and sounds. We've got storytelling sessions and a character hunt around the site, which keeps families exploring all day. On top of that, we've got garden games, arts and crafts, a play pub full of Thomas toys, a tattoo station, a remote control Thomas maze, and an unlimited fairground ride. You can also meet Sir Topham Hatt, get some photos, and as well as the Thomas ride itself, every ticket includes an additional hour-long scenic train ride if you wish along the line. So there's really no shortage of things to do. Finish it off, every child goes home with a Thomas and Friends giveaway, so they've got something to remember the day by.
To sound absolutely amazing, doesn't it? As we've been hearing, Scarborough Fair continues with Scarborough Streets Saturday and Sunday. Tina Live is at Whitby Pavilion on Saturday night at 7:30, starring Julie Nevada as Tina with her amazing band and dancers. Also, Celine, My Heart Will Go On. Guess who she's a tribute act to? Celine Dion, of course, at Bridlington Spa on Saturday night at 8. This electrifying production has been wowing audiences across Europe for 4 years, earning critical acclaim and rave reviews for its powerhouse performances and unforgettable musical journey. On Sunday the 31st of May, the final day of the month, can you believe it? It's the Leviston Car Boot. Early bird gets the worm. They start at 6 a.m, running until 1:30. There's also a free bandstand concert at the Filey Bandstand on the cliff top at 2. And K-Pop Forever is at Whitby Pavilion at 3 on Sunday, featuring all live performances of smash hits, including Blackpink, BTS, Twice, Soda Pop Golden, and many, many more. Right, one final thing before I leave you be.
The Mystery Sound with Flixton Sawmill. Hobby outgrowing your home and need more room? Create space with a bespoke outdoor building. Visit Flixton Sawmill, Filey Road, Flixton.
On Friday, so earlier today as we record this podcast, Tom Hooper of our afternoon show on This Is The Coast revealed a fourth clue for the mystery sound with Flixton Sawmill. This is your daily chance on a weekday morning on my Paddy in the Morning show to win cash. And on Friday we hit £500, but we did not get a right answer. So we've added an extra clue. So firstly, let's play the sound. This is the mystery sound. All right, play it again. So the clues, someone is using their hands to do this. You might see this inside or out. Clue number 3, some are heavy, some are light. And we've got a brand new clue. This is a big one, this. Clue number 4, are you counting? Are you counting? Here's all of this last week's wrong guesses.
Is it somebody putting up a parasol or sun umbrella?
Somebody opening a stepladder or a stool. Is it brush and dustpan?
I think it could be on like the suitcases, lifting up the telescopic candle.
So, have you got any ideas? Win £505 on Monday morning when the mystery sound returns with Flixton Sawmill, and you can call 01723 336 444 on Monday morning between 6 and 8 a.m.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. The people, the places.
Well, thanks for listening to episode 66. Enjoy the rest of half term and the weekend, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to listen to our main radio station too.
The Yorkshire Coastcast.
Loving